Oh, I just had real freaking, as I was screenshotting the YouTube video, just let me know if you can't hear me with my headphones on at the moment, okay? I was just screenshotting the video of a woman who was having to learn how to basically load a gun. Loading a gun is not as easy as you think because they can backfire. You've got to clean your gun, maintain your gun. And what she says is she wasn't military. I actually know what her profession was before. She was a health coach. And now, as a mother, as somebody who is watching their lives, as a mother, she's had to pick up a gun. And she's having to go out there and defend not only her own family and her own children, but her community and her country, okay? Yes, she's Ukrainian. Someone posted on my live earlier on that all this is exciting, not in a nasty way. All the balloon, the happy birthday, the daughter card. Oh, the banner's fallen down. Another banner. That this is exciting for my princess, for my little girl, who last night turned 12. Who, I don't know, I have visions and images of her having a sleepover. I have images and visions that I think about what I would be doing with her. Obviously, her 13th would be a bigger one, and it would be the one probably going off to Europe with a couple of friends. But the 12th one would have been her first sort of real, just 2 seconds, I'm just picking up. Are you ready for this? Where's my keys? Where's my keys? Oh, hang on, she's already picked up on it. Where's my keys? I need my keys. Oh, fuck's sake. Who's like this with their keys? I just want my keys in one place. Ah, there they are. There she goes. The sun has got his hat on. See my fucking drums out here. So anyway, I'm off for a walk down to my local shop, and I've not decided I'm not going over to Asda, and the reason being that the woman behind the till was a bit funny with me yesterday over the balloon, and the sort of reply that I got was sort of each to your own. I'm just going to take my headphones out because it makes my ears echo when I've got the headphones. And I just have to watch out as I come down here because obviously there could be some dogs. And Eleanor is leader of the pack right now, but she's letting me know. That's it. She knows. She knows. She knows. Hey, wait. I can hear dogs. Wait. No. Ready? Go. So, while she quickly jumps for a wee, I can hear a yappy dog, so I might put her on a lead. 2 secs. Let me just look for... She will come back on my command anyway, so just let her have a wee. So anyway, I'm just taking a brisk walk down to the local shops, but I'm going to get everything I don't fucking need in order to motivate myself through cleaning my house. And today, 2 secs, I was just passing people. Today is cleaning day. Oh, I could have shown you a train then. Sorry, you probably don't know what a southern British train looks like. So anyway, hello to everybody who's here. For those that don't know why I live because it helps me with my trauma. I live because it helps me process everything that's going on around the world to me. And I live because it helps me keep a diary. And it helps me keep a diary because I'm forced to write a book. back in 2010, I made a decision to write a book. Hey, are we on good morning or afternoon? I think we're still on good morning, aren't we? Hang on a minute. Yeah, we had a fence come down too, yeah? It was a fucking stupid, ridiculously built fence in the first place. All the stable fences are all right. Oh no, Eleanor, you just pulled me through the dandelions and whatever they are. Right, I'm just going to hook my dog to walk down the road with me. So anyway, whenever I usually come out down this road and it's all been locked down and everything, I dance it, right? And I put my headphones on and I put my music on. I haven't had my headphones for a while, so I've had to roll my phone up and tuck it in the back of my hood so I can hear the music. Now, for someone like me, when I first ever met Dean, Dean said, "You're not autistic, you're ADHD." And I said, ADHD is already one of the ones that they have already said is one of the most fake conditions to exist. Anyway, can I just say I've met my ultimate target. My sister used to really piss me off, right? Because whenever she used to come down, when I used to go and stay, she always used to have a pair of tracksuit bottoms and a hoodie on and a cap. And she always looked just fucking awesome and amazing and stunning, right? I'm just making sure she's a wee or a poo. Wee. And my friend Melissa, I actually posted one of my personal friends out the other day, and you probably won't realise it's a personal friend of mine because she certainly doesn't walk around like this, right? She's very glamorous, is my friend Melissa. And if any of the hoax people and the troll people ever tried to message Melissa about me, Melissa's a true friend of mine, by the way, and me and Melissa have stood shoulder to shoulder through life over, things that we share between each other as friends. And we would never sell to the papers about each other. We would never and in fact, actually, that's actually how me and Melissa first ever properly came, properly friends. And that's because a very close friend of hers had gone to the media about her, and I found out who it was, mate. And when you get involved in lifetime friendships and you're a new friendship, and you see that the friend of somebody that you really care about is a dirty cunt, and you're the person that faces it, sometimes you and that person, the person that you're standing up for, don't usually become friends, because usually they don't believe the outsider, right? And the fact is, I was right. And I'm not a very nice person outside a club when I find out something like that. And I've been on Cosmopolitans all night. But I'm, as you know anyway, I'm not the sort of person that takes shit anyway. But am I a physically violent person? No, I'm not, right? And the reason that I'm not is because I've grown up in the States, and I've grown up in an army environment where people pick guns up. The Ukrainian woman that is loading up at the moment is a mother. She's a mother. But then this brings me back to all the mothers that have had their children taken by the state here in the UK. All the families around the world that have had their children taken by the state. We have been so institutionalised and so governed that we have failed to be able to think for ourselves. Let me let these people pass a sec. Just don't want to catch them over my shoulder. Right, this is one particular primary school, yeah? The Arkington Primary School. Ofsted. Good, okay. The school curriculum is designed to meet the needs of the people. It both engages and motivates them to learn. They have to engage and motivate. Engage and motivate. I don't have to do that with homeschool children. The school's work to promote pupils' personal development and welfare is good. Pupils enjoy school. That's not true. And are motivated to try to do their best. They are happy, confident and supportive of one another. No, they're not. Bullying is rife. Leaders' determined work is helping pupils to join the school late to catch up with their peers. As a result, these pupils make similar strong progress in reading and writing, regardless of when they join the school, right? That's not what life is about. What that centre is there is for, say, you see these fathers that have to get up and go to work over there. Now, the problem with these people, so say the blue collar people, so the fire service, the police service, the ambulance service, all the services that are classed as emergency services, right? They don't work 9 to 5. So let me go over here a sec. So these people here do not work 9 to 5. These people here do not work 9 to 5. These are what are called shift workers, okay? Now, the shift workers predominantly work on the basis. So here we actually have the fire station and the neighbouring police office, okay? So that's actually not police for people who don't understand it. This is a CLC neighbouring police office, okay? That's two very different things. Now, these people are dependent on shifts between mum and dad. That is predominantly, many roles were taken up by fathers, many roles were taken up by mothers, and it was done under a gender role. This is where all this gender fucking neutral bollocks comes in, because women go, I'm going to join the army, I'm going to do this. Back in my day, because I played football, it was called being a tomboy. That's what they used to call us, being a tomboy. Right, anyway, I'm going in here a second, and I need to be more aware of my dog than anything while I leave her out here, and I'm going to carry on talking. But I've got to do my cleaning today, and I'm doing everything that's against everything that I should be doing. And that means I'm going into this shop to get backy, so I don't have to go out and pick dimps. I'm going to get a fucking large bloody relentless, and I'm going to get an ice cream, and I'm going to get some fucking sugar and some milk so I can have a coffee. All this stuff does is pollutes my body. It causes burnout. It causes cycles of high endorphins and then a drop, right? And I wanted to talk about excitement because someone commented on a Faith stuff about it being exciting. And I know pumping up the balloons, getting her ready for a birthday, but it wasn't exciting. In fact, it made the whole day very tense. It wasn't a nice day. Dean made a really beautiful meal for us. I certainly wasn't very grateful towards it because it was like, right, I could have gone out and done that before then. He's not interrupted anything. He's not done anything. In fact, he's looked at my TikToks. He's quite hurt that I've got all the trolling and stuff going on, and you know, he's being as male as he can be without picking up a sword and standing up for his family using force, violence and gun warfare. But does he talk that way? Yes. Come near his family, he'll kill you. He'll tell you to his face. He'll tell a police officer that. It doesn't matter who you are. Dean doesn't give a flying fuck, mate. That man has lived on the streets longer than anybody he could know, and has walked the streets and has been part of, you know, all these street protests since 1994. And he's never been a soldier. He's never been in the army. He's never worked for the police. But I've been married to men that were. Men that were trained in weapons, men that did have guns, but they were never going to be somebody that was ever going to turn that gun on me. It was their job. It wasn't who they were as people. It's not like I was a gangster's wife. Do you know what I mean? But we're having to watch women now who are mothers, who clean homes, who maybe do caring jobs, who probably walk their dog, who, I don't know, it might be nurses, it might be teachers, it might be, you know, hospital care agents, cleaners. And in the country that they're classed as whatever domination or whatever president or whatever king or whatever empress or whatever. Because don't just watch Ukraine, mate. You want to see what's going on between China and Taiwan, and, you know, you want to see what's going on with all the satellites in the sky. And, you know, I might have a kid come over to see my dog, and she's really missing a toddler. I've got an ambulance coming down here at the moment. You know, that ambulance is going to help somebody, even section someone, you know. So We need a system. I don't want to get up and clean the streets in the morning for you. We've got a few reporters around for something's going on. We've got... The ambulance went that way if you're trying to catch it. Yeah, we got wannabe reporters out. Bless. Anyway, what I would say is, what would you pick up a gun for? I'm going training, by the way, and I'm going training in Wales. It's up on my link. I'm not paying 400. I'm using my lives. So same with my vets. Yeah, same with my vets. I'm using my lives in exchange of cash instead of things, so they get PR and marketing. But I have made the decision that I want to know that if anyone ever says to me, oh, shut up, or I don't know, smack you in the mouth or whatever, that I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I couldn't give a shit what you say to me. I couldn't give a shit whether you're threatening me online. I couldn't give a shit whether... And it's not about not giving a shit. It's about knowing full well that if the shit hits the fan, mate, you can protect yourself. And I'm not saying that we're going to have... We've got the satellites over us already. They're pointing at us already. You know, so... But are we going to have an air raid? My boys are down at the Navy base today, and Dean will let me know later what it is. It will be at heightened terrorism. All the masked people are all people forced to go to work to pay their bills. So if they don't conform to what's going on right now, they're worried about the present moment. They're worried about how they're going to pay their bills this month. Look, I've walked out of a property with children. It wasn't nice. I went to a Pontins. You know, I know full well that there are men out there that are the most dangerous men in the world because they are weak. And women shouldn't have to. Women shouldn't have to defend themselves. Children shouldn't have to defend themselves. We shouldn't have to be dependent on a police state. We shouldn't have to live like this. There should be... I mean, people will pay for their karma anyway. People will pay for their karma on their day that they leave this planet anyway. They won't get away with nothing on that day. There is nothing, nobody in this planet, in this earth, can ever get away with what they've done when they face their judgment day. They won't get away with it. But people are getting away with it now, and it's wrong. It's wrong. So I want to know. I started all of this, and this is the last thing I'm going to say before I go in the shop, is when I first started all of this, my decision was not necessarily about Challenge Britain. It was about how I was going to get me and my children out of private rental and into our own land, our own home, grazing our own fruits and things, and having our own cattle and living independent before all this came. That's what I was trying to achieve. I wanted to make sure that me and my family were in a really, really strong position when this time came. And we're nowhere near this done, mate. I told you, they've got an agenda that they're going to stick to, and they are ruthless businessmen. The ceasefire will come probably Monday. Putin will give them another chance about this tunnel, and they will either agree to allow for this natural gases to go through, or they won't. But he's ruthless, mate. He's ruthless. He's ruthless. He's a ruthless businessman. And he's up against people like Boris Johnson, who are not ruthless businessmen. They're not ruthless businessmen. That's why when I went back to Success Resources, I think it was it last year I went? I went to Birmingham, I can't think when it was, and I spoke to the Chans and I said, you've got to mix business and pleasure. And she said it will never work. I said it has to work. So anyway, I'm shooting in the shop quickly.
Do you really have to go in?
You could watch out for another dog for me. Right, I'm shooting into the shop quickly and there's people about, so I'll catch you later.